Welcome to Hearty Chats, and today we're going to talk about building self-esteem through enjoyment in learning. And we have Esther Wong with us. She's the founder for HYQ Education Consultancy. She's a private tutor for Chinese in the primary level and an education consultant. And before she became a private tutor, Teacher Esther, as most of her students call her, she was an MOE teacher, teaching Chinese language in the primary school. So Teacher Esther believes that success experiences are important to building a child's confidence and self-esteem. So welcome on the show, Esther. Teacher Esther.
Hi, thank you, Sophia, for providing this platform for me to share on how learning with enjoyment can build a child's confidence and self-esteem. I think you're gonna ask me, or I continue my word.
You can speak as much as you like. Yeah, just speak as much. If you have more to say, yeah, go ahead.
I think you nothing to do it. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay,
So, what are the common issues when it comes to learning difficult subjects like Chinese?
Firstly, I feel that there's no such thing as a difficult subject. Whether a subject is difficult or not, it depends very much on the child's experience with it. For example, a child who uses English daily, he will find English easy and perhaps Chinese difficult. Likewise, for a child who speaks Mandarin every day, he may find Chinese easy but English difficult. In Singapore, most of our children are brought up in an English-speaking environment, so probably Chinese seems to be a very difficult subject to them. At home, most parents and helpers communicate in English, but in school, children converse in English. Sorry. In school, children converse in English too. So all these subjects are being taught, actually 3 subjects are being taught in English and only 1 subject in mother tongue language. So if you look at our environment, most of the signages, instructions, labels are also in English. Although I don't deny that Singapore has been putting in a lot of effort to infuse Chinese language into our daily lives, but undeniable, there are still rooms for improvements. So in my opinion, I think children find learning Chinese difficult because they can't make connection of what they learned in school with their daily lives. They do not have the chance to apply what they learned. But then Chinese is in fact a subject that requires mastering many vocabularies. So there is no way a child can actually remember the words after only seeing it once or twice in class. They need to use it on a regular basis. Yeah, it goes the same for other subjects too, like science and math. So children need to make a connection of what they learned in school with their daily lives in order to master that subject.
That's really true.
So I feel that is the problem that they are facing right now.
Wow. Because I think definitely connection. Like we're really, quite disconnected with the Chinese language. I mean, I remember when I was growing up, we have TV, and my dad would play. He would watch Chinese serial, and we would all watch together. But I think there's less opportunity now. In my family, actually, we have, in my household, right? Talking about my household, we don't have a TV. We don't have a TV in our home. Yeah. So so the only kind of videos my kids watch probably YouTube, and of course they're gonna choose, because YouTube is very individual. You can choose what you want. They're probably not gonna choose Chinese. So most of the shows they watch are probably YouTubers from the US or something. And I think that the connection there is very little. And then my in-laws, my parents, they don't really speak Chinese as well. So I think there's so little exposure. So I think what you're saying about the connection is really true, which means to say that, for them to even master this language, I think parents have to even put in more effort. Like as you were speaking, oh my goodness, maybe I should have signed them up for some, Chinese culture thing like wushu or whatever, where the tutors are speaking in, Chinese or something, kind of thing, that kind of exposure. Or maybe I should start looking for Chinese programs so that they can watch and listen.
There are actually a lot, Actually, in fact, I introduced a few. Currently, there's this 加油一宝, which the Mediacorp is actually playing.
Is that for younger kids?
Actually, for primary school kids, I think they are fine because they should be able to understand. So far, I have realized that Mediacorp's a program, right? They actually their language used more suited for primary school and secondary school students. It's not too difficult, but yet the words that they use it comes from the text that they have learned before. So I thought it's a re-emphasis of what they have learned.
So what you were mentioning, that 加油一宝 is
一宝, 加油一宝 if you
It's
look
a
at
show, like a serial, drama serial?
yeah, it's a variety show actually. So they actually
Ah.
introduce the every episode, right? Every week they will invite some MediaCorp artists to share about how they actually bring out their children in the house, the family.
Wow, that's
Yeah, so
interesting.
some of them like their
Okay, we need
belief
to
is
check that
different.
out.
Some of them they believe responsibility is important. So they
Mm.
since young they teach the children's responsibility, stuff like that.
Is this like
Yeah.
a weekly show or
Yeah,
like a,
yeah. It's a
oh,
weekly show. Then after that, during the program, they're supposed to do something. The children are supposed to do something for their parents. So some of them cook for their parents,
oh, that's
and
so
some of
fun.
them do artwork for their parents, or they do things
Okay.
together as a family. So I think it promotes family harmonious.
Okay,
It's something
okay.
that I
I'm
like.
gonna check that out. That sounds
Yeah,
like
家有一宝.
something.
Then the other one last time they actually show this 小不点大改造. Got this another show. They show the child having some problem, bad habit. So like don't hand in homework, handwriting very ugly, you know. So they actually show this children. They are the children of the artists also lah. So
Mm.
so it's quite fun. Just
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. Oh
Yeah, yeah.
wow.
Some of them
Cool.
learn to
Tips and
wash their own shoes during the show because they like to
ah.
dirty their shoes. They don't take care of their things. So the mother actually want her to want him to learn to take care of his things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I used to wash my own shoes when I was
Yeah, yeah. I
primary
also. That's
school,
why
and then we had
we
to
are a bit
paint
different.
it. Nowadays, you
But
don't
the
need to
thing will
paint
come
your
out.
shoes anymore.
The maid will wash.
Oh yeah, no, but the
Yeah,
shoes are
this one is
different types, I think.
this is I think it's the because of the bringing up is different right now.
Mm,
I mean
mm,
compared to last time.
mm,
Last time who has maid? Only those very rich people have maid. The
mm,
commoners like us, I think all of us
mm.
do our own things ourselves.
Right, right,
But nowadays
yeah.
children are very different.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So
Times have changed.
yeah, correct.
Hmm. Okay. So what do you think, like, when kids suffer, when they struggle with a subject, how does it affect their self-esteem?
Okay, for many years, in fact, I have children who has been failing their exams. Don't say only for Chinese, for other subjects also. They
Mm.
have low self-esteem, low self-confidence. They are very not so smart as their friends in school. So they tend to be very stressed out when the exam is approaching.
Mm.
They try to remember what they learned, but because of the previous failures, they don't have much confidence in themselves for the upcoming ones. So when this happens, sometimes it's not because they don't know, but because they are afraid.
Mm.
So when it happens, right, it takes a lot of time for teachers, for parents, for tutors to pick them up. They need a lot of successful experiences.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so if you ask me whether faring badly in a subject affect a child's self-esteem, I would say yes, it does.
Mm.
Unless the
Yes.
child doesn't care about the academic performance at all.
Mm.
If not, under normal circumstances, they do care. It will affect to a certain extent.
Mm.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's true. I mean, if once you have a failure, it's really harder to pick up from there.
Uh,
And the tutor and the parents, the teachers, they need to put in more effort to really boost their confidence again, to take the next exam and
Especially
help
nowadays,
them.
there are this class allocation. They will be allocated in the class that is like foundation. It does
Oh, okay.
affect.
What do you call
It does
bending,
affect.
right?
Yeah,
Bending in
bending.
school.
Yeah, bending. So I mean, yeah, lah, bending is good when it comes to learning and teaching, but it may not be so good when it comes to a child's
Mm,
self-esteem lah, because
mm.
you actually brand them under you're not so good. They call it hamala, high, ma, medium, low, L lah.
Oh,
Yeah, so
okay.
yeah, they are being branded already. So to themselves, they also brand they will feel that they belongs to that
Mm,
class. So
okay.
yes, it does affect their
Oh,
self-esteem.
that's true. That's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know that my child's school has stopped bending kids according to their abilities,
No,
as in
but they
it's all
have to
mixed.
because
Yes,
no choice.
but for subjects, they actually still split classes and go. So it's like, I don't know what's the rationale behind it, but
Yeah,
it's
so
like,
actually they are still splitting, still bending. Yeah,
yeah,
but
so it's
no
quite
choice,
funny.
because when the teacher is teaching, so it's not like whose fault, but no
Mm,
choice, because when it comes to teaching, you want to make sure that all the children are given same opportunities. So when we brand them into maybe La class, the low ability class, there are less students in the class, fewer students in the class. So it's when it comes to the learning, it's easier for them also. They will get more
Okay, that
attention
makes
from the
sense.
teacher.
Oh,
So
wonderful.
yeah lah, but then the moment you brand them into different classes, they will know it also. But of course,
Okay.
on the other hand, if you put everybody in the same class, children of the lower ability, they will also feel the stress, you know. Because
Yes,
I'm slower,
yes.
you're faster, then whole class together, they are going so
True.
fast. You will also have the problem. So the only way to really raise their self-esteem is to raise their results.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the only way I feel. Yeah.
Wow. I mean, it's wonderful hearing from you because I know you have more than 10 years of teaching experience, and you really help a
This is
lot
what
of
I see.
students to, experience success in their exams, build their
Mm.
confidence in language.
Yeah,
And I
like
know
lately I have one student, she actually opt for exemption from Chinese PSLE. She
Oh,
just got the result and then she said, yeah, approve but now she's very sad because she has the motivation to study already. She wanted to try out.
okay,
So,
right.
sometimes it's like that. I mean, you have the motivation. Yeah, they will
True. So I guess
automatically raise
the
the.
key word is the motivation.
Yeah, correct.
Build their confidence and motivate
Yeah,
them, and
correct.
anything is
But must
possible.
help them to fare well first. The moment they fare well, the self-esteem, confidence will come in automatically, and the motivation will come in next. Yeah.
Wow, truly. Okay, so that brings us to our next question. How can we make learning fun so that we can build their confidence, their self-esteem? And then I know you've got, some very interesting tricks up your sleeve about, how to learn Chinese in a fun way. So really want to hear from you.
For science, we talk about all subjects first.
Okay, sure.
To answer these questions, we need to look at how we can make the learning fun first. So there are many ways. Nowadays, technology is very advanced. So subjects like science, math, we can watch videos and then conduct experiments with our children. I think these are more interesting ways compared to reading notes and textbooks. Yeah. Then as for Chinese, I encourage them to watch Chinese shows or listen to Chinese songs on a regular
I'm
basis.
definitely taking your tip on this.
And this one must do because now PSLE oral, right? They change the format into videos. Yeah.
Okay.
Then videos wise, if you ask me as a tutor, why so difficult to teach right now in this new syllabus? I think the oral is the part that I cannot fully equip my students with the knowledge if they don't do anything on their part. Yeah, because they are asking you daily questions, matters that's related to daily your life experiences.
Yes.
So it can go down to very small things like shopping center, Chinese thing. What do you say? How do you say in Chinese?
Yes.
A lot of students don't know, you know. So I can teach you, but I cannot teach everything in the world that's around you. So students have to take their initiative to actually master Chinese themselves. So I always encourage my parents to speak a little bit of Chinese with their children so that they can let their children have the opportunity to use Chinese at home. Because after all, they spend more time at home than with us.
Yes.
Yeah. Then besides all this, right, we also need to teach of course, you want them to have confidence and higher self-esteem, right? Give me a while. Cannot disturb. Okay,
It's okay.
later
It's okay. You can ask her to join us. We are not having live.
You want to see? I think it's my third one. The
third one. How old is she?
4.
Oh wow.
Yeah, same like Ying also.
Oh
Ying
yes,
also.
right?
Yeah.
Well, it's okay like she wants to join because we are not having an office.
Okay, she's not. No, now she knows I'm on this. She will be quiet. Okay.
So
because I think she didn't know.
okay.
Yeah. I told her I'm gonna lock the door.
Yeah, no problem. I do a
then,
lot of Zoom, so a lot of the people I Zoom with, all the kids are somewhere around.
No, but for her, she's quite obedient to the sense that
Very
I told
good.
her if you want me to open, don't lock the door. I'll just close the door, but I don't lock the door. Then you have to be quiet when you come in. She listens to she listens.
Very good.
Because
Very
previously I locked the door then she was crying like wailing away. Very loud.
She's very close to you.
Yeah, this one yes, because I spend more time with her. Last time I was a teacher in school, I actually have to be in school almost the whole day.
Yes.
So my older ones, in fact, when they are younger, I don't really spend so much time. But then for this one, I quit my MOE job, then become a tutor. So I work in the afternoon also. Only. So in the daytime when she is at home, I'll play with her. And I'll look after her.
It makes a difference.
It does.
Treasure it.
Yeah, but now going bigger and bigger, I'm going to every school soon.
Yeah. Soon you'll have your quiet time when they are all in school. They're like,
then you will complain also. Nothing to do. But now yours, they are both old primary school. You have 2.
Yeah, one primary and one secondary. So one P5 and one
so you're
Sec
very
1.
free already, actually.
Free, yeah, yeah, because I mean they've always been quite independent.
Mm.
So yeah, just yeah, they take care of their own things.
But I think you'll miss the times when they were young, right?
Yeah, I do, I do. But I mean, as kids get older, I think the bigger the kid, the bigger the problem. I mean,
Oh yeah,
it's different
teenagers
kind of
problem.
attention. Yeah, different kind of attention. Yeah,
It's same as what my sister is talking about. Because I was
yeah.
telling her, "Oh, you're so free, nothing to do." They don't have to worry about their studies. They know how to study by themselves.
Yes,
But
yes.
they say it's a bit different now, and
Yeah, different issues, different
yeah,
ways. Yeah.
then the way you communicate with them, I think also must use a different tone.
Yeah,
Right?
definitely. Yeah. So
Yeah.
they become your good friend already. Friend
Yeah,
lah, not
correct,
friend.
correct. I cannot scold lah. Huh? Okay, but anyway, okay. So
Back to our
back to
topic.
yeah, correct. So in order to build out their confidence,
Mm,
self-esteem, or motivation for a certain subjects, right?
mm,
Of course, we have to teach them, our children, a specific knowledge to score well in the exams.
mm,
Okay, knowing or not having knowledge and being able to apply are very different things.
mm,
I feel. Yeah. So
mm.
some of my students ask some of my parents ask me, how do I motivate them, my children, to learn Chinese?
Mm.
Yeah, so that's what I told them. I say help them to score well first.
Okay.
Let's not talk about motivation when you are scoring badly for it. I guess nobody will love a subject when you
But
actually
it
score
sounds like
badly.
chicken and egg leh. So how do you get them
Yeah,
to
which one come first?
score well? Oh yeah.
So when their motivation didn't come first in the
Ah,
beginning and they
ah,
score badly, right?
ah.
You have to try a way to motivate them by asking
Okay.
them to score well. By helping them to score well.
Mm.
Like if you were to ask me, there's always this topic in the video oral. Do you think parents should help children to succeed in projects, in things that they are doing?
Oh.
Then yeah, it's a view, asking for your point of view
Oh, for primary
for
school?
students to yeah in the
Oh
oral,
wow.
it's
That's
oral
pretty
topic.
mature question.
Yeah. They will
Oh,
ask questions like this,
oh
then they will
wow.
ask questions like, do you think responsibility is important?
Really? Well,
Really, these
that's
are
quite a
the
lot to
areas
ask of
that
a
I
young child, isn't it?
yeah, it's true, yeah, but they are standard answers.
Oh, okay.
If you teach them, but then whether they can remember is another issue. I
Hmm.
can teach them, they can remember this way, but that does not mean that they can remember the next.
Hmm.
There's just too many things for them to remember for an oral examination.
Hmm.
Yeah, so questions like that, actually there's one question asking us, do you think parents should help children to experience to be successful, to succeed in some things? I say yes. Because if a child is used to failing, right, they have never feel the sense of success before in their life,
Hmm.
they will never be able to pick themselves up. I
Hmm.
always believe those children who are very successful have many experiences, maybe has a lot of opportunity to show their talent.
Hmm.
In fact, they have experienced a lot of successes in their life. That's how they are able to feel very confident.
Hmm.
Actually, most of them are confident individuals. If you look at them, those who are very successful ones.
Yes.
Yeah. So, if you are from their point of view, but if you're one who has been feeling, no matter how much effort you put in, just because you don't know how to do it properly, so when the parents come in and your parents is unable to help you, you always feel, and you feel that nothing is possible. So I feel that as a teacher, as a parent, our job is not only to guide our children, but also to help them succeed in the things they are doing.
Mm.
Yeah, we may guide them along the way lah.
Yes.
If they're
Yes.
not good enough, you help them improvise or improve on it. Yeah, so to make them feel that, yes, this one is the way I can. Maybe ask them to brainstorm, but if you really cannot, right, I think it's our job to really help them a little bit more. Yeah, so
Mm.
that they can achieve. And once they achieve, they have confidence in themselves. They will know that I can do it the next time around too, because
Mm.
I've succeeded before. Yeah, but
Yes.
if they fail the first time, it's very sometimes
True.
not all
True.
children are very what 体育精神, what is that called? Sportsmanship.
Mm. Ah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we are not born good sportsmanship. I mean,
Uh,
not a lot of us are. I mean, there are people like that, but not a lot of children are not like that. You want to teach them sportsmanship, you must give them some good experiences first also. I mean, yeah. So
mm.
and then
Mm.
I feel that it should start from, for Chinese, right? I
Mm.
feel that it should start from vocabulary learning.
Mm.
Okay. So for me, right, in order to make, my priority is to make Chinese learning effective, of course, fun also for my students.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, I created the How You Treat Words cards.
Yeah. Tell us more about it.
Okay, to give a brief introduction of how the cards are created in the first place, from the first day of my tuition career,
Mm.
I have been using these word cards, which I cut using, I cut small pieces of papers and write the vocabularies on it. So every week when I go there to check my students' learning, I will ask them to pair the cards up and say out the words, being able to pronounce the words and being able to tell me their meanings correctly. So when they are okay with this, right, I'll ask them to try assessment books or exam papers. Okay, if they are not okay with it, that means they haven't really mastered the chapter yet. I'll ask them to revise again. Then I'll retest them the week after. Okay, so to them it's like I'm okay to fail. I'm okay not to do very well for this pairing because I have a chance to redo it. So I have 1 more week to revise. Some children need more time. Some children needs less time to master vocabularies. Yeah. So instead of doing assessment books directly, right? I mean the cards are definitely more interesting to them.
Yes, yes.
And then a lot of times assessment books we can only use it for one time. If they don't do well, they don't do well already. They may think that's the only chance. So as parents, I think, and educators, right, what I want to give the students feel is there's always a second chance if you work harder. Yeah. So like it will tally with the earlier what I said about the confidence, self-esteem from successful experience. So from failing, not able to pair them to the stage where they can pair them correctly, okay, they will gain confidence. Then from there they can do assessment books. And when they do assessment books and their answers are correct, that's where the point where they will find confidence in doing the exam papers also. So they are all linked. So the work cards is actually used between the stage of revising and doing assessment books or exam papers. You do that as a checkpoint. Then when they can cross the checkpoint, they do assessment books or exam papers. You'll find, it's actually quite doable.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a great way. Yeah,
So
stepping
in
up.
fact, my students are actually look forward to their part of the lesson every week. And that's why I make them into commercial cards. I mean, to sell to more students. Because I see my children, my students are, I call them my children.
Almost. Yes.
I see them looking forward to that checking part. And from one chapter, initially it can take about half an hour if you are new to the whole system. But when they get used to it takes only 5 minutes to pair all the cards and say everything to you. So it makes the revision very effective as compared to assessment books. Because, for example, exam is coming. They're going to test you 10 chapters at a time. Are you going to ask your children to do assessment book for 10 chapters? Impossible. Man. Yeah, so we do a quick check using the cards and do one exam paper. Settle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So some of the parents will wonder, how come how does these small cards help? It's because the task itself is very simple, achievable, and very targeted. Yeah, being able to pair the cards correctly actually can assess them in 3 aspects for Chinese learning. First is word recognition. Second is the understanding of the vocabulary, which is the meaning of the vocab. And third is the application or the use of the vocabularies. Like what I say, when we learn a knowledge, right, learning the knowledge is one thing, but applying is another thing. So when I ask them to apply, I'm actually testing them the word recognition and also the meaning of the word. Because if you don't know these two, they will not be able to apply it correctly. Yeah, and then teaching them how to apply correctly is very important also, because once they know how to apply it correctly, they can use it in their daily life already.
Okay, wonderful.
I try to make it simple and fun, and so the students are when they are able to repeat or they can use it on a regular basis, they remember the words better.
Wow.
Yeah. Then it become more meaningful for them to master the vocabularies, right, in a sense, and become more motivated to learn.
Yes, that's what we want to bring them, right?
Yeah, correct. And mostly are keywords. So when it comes to exam paper, paper 2, where they have to choose the correct words, that's the part where a lot of children are weak in the language. They'll find difficulty and feel stress when attempting the papers itself. So when they see the words that I taught them in the 好有趣 word cards appearing, they don't really have to read the rest of the sentence. Actually, they can answer the question.
Right. So
yeah. The most important thing is you have to look out for keywords.
Okay.
And know the context that it is in.
Yes.
That it should be used. Yeah.
So these cards you have for what level? P1 to P6?
P1 to P6. But P1 I only have 1B because 1A is mostly Hanyu Pinyin. I just have my 6B ready. Yeah. And then in fact one of the schools is using it to teach their children.
Wow.
Their students.
I'm sure it will help a lot of teachers as well in schools to use these cards.
But now the school discourage group group work
Oh
all that,
yeah, maybe
right?
for next year. Maybe for next year.
Yeah, maybe
On
next year or
plan.
something. But I actually look at it as for individuals, for children at home and
Mm.
parents at home, because
Yes,
I
yes.
understand parents are very busy at home also. So if you want to check your students' learning, your children's learning, whether this chapter you know how many words or what, if you are using assessment book, you still have to mark them. Yeah. And then you have to explain to them why wrong, this one wrong. But if you use the cards, the answers are available in the website. They can download answers with Thai and English meaning. This is one of the suggestions that the teachers actually gave me. They say my students are very weak. Can you do something like that? I think parents find it useful also. So actually during this circuit breaker, I have been doing it also. So making it more user friendly to the parents.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Sounds
in
great.
fact, that one is for parents to check. So you can actually ask your children after they revise. Ask your children. You can now very confidently ask the children to revise their vocabulary, and you can check them very specifically. It will not be like you test them something that is not related to what they are learning. So you will know, the students know you are going to test them. The children know you are going to test them. They will learn. I think it's the mentality lah. Sometimes you parents say we're going to test them, but you test in the end they don't learn. So it become a habit that they don't learn because it doesn't matter. But if parents can do it this way, make it consistent. Like for example, every week the teachers will teach you some vocabularies in school. So you just want to check whether they know the meaning and give some help in time for us as parents. So after one chapter, they say I'm going to test you this day. Set a timeline, make it fixed lah. So independent learning also. So they finish learning, you use the card, you say, you pair out everything nicely, read to me. Then as parents, we can refer to the answer. Then tell me the meaning English. If you want to go advanced a little bit, you can ask them to form sentences in Chinese. But if not, you feel that your child is not ready yet, then maybe you ask them to read out the words, pet words, and the meaning of the pet words, what it means. Then if you see it tallies with the one that I gave in the answer sheet, right? They can skip to, you can go to the next one. If they can complete everything correctly, means the child has mastered the vocabularies for that chapter. Then you can ask them to do exercise books. And most of the questions should be correct lah. It will not be like previously you can see a lot of questions wrong. Very hard to mark, you know. You know, there are two types of answers they are very hard to mark. One, too lengthy. Second is all wrong.
Oh yes.
Very, very hard to because they have to explain to them every single question. So instead of doing that, you can skip the steps using these cards.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, I like your idea behind this, how this works and how you've created it. So your cards can be purchased from your website?
Yeah, correct. It can be purchased on my website. Message me also can because my handphone number is actually on my website too.
Okay. So we're gonna pop that link in the comments so people can
how?
Later after this.
I don't know how to do it.
Okay. Yeah, send me the link. Yeah. Okay, awesome. Great. It's so nice hearing from you, Esther, Teacher Esther. And for those who are listening in or who are watching the replay, put your comments in if you have any more further questions for Teacher Esther. I know Chinese is always a big concern for a lot of parents or a lot of English speaking families like mine as well. Yeah. Okay, great. That was a very nice session. Thank you for all the information and thank you for sharing with us. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Yeah, stop recording.